Good morning. Today we're going to continue on with our combo breathing, working on Ujjayi and Viloma 3, but we're also going to add Bahya Kumbhaka, the hold or retention after the exhalation. Now, a little history. The Upanishads, which represent that period of Indian philosophy where the master gathered disciples or pupils to sit up close and listen to the ear-whispered teachings, the oral transmission, that took its cue from the Vedas, which I said before. There was ritual sacrifice as one way of propitiating the deities, and yoga was the other path. But after a couple of thousand years, religion had become formalized, fossilized, not unsimilar to the way, certainly you could say, the Catholic Church is alive and well in certain ways, and yet so many people also have found disenfranchisement, or it didn't keep up with contemporary relevancy in certain ways. And so people, certainly in my generation, was looking for other direct experiences other than words and liturgy. Well, something similar like that happened in Hinduism. And then when the Buddha came about 500 BC, he also repudiated many of the Hindu teachings, especially the one about having a distinct soul, the Atman. And so that was like a revolution for people, especially because the practice was meditation, which is just like yoga. And there's so many similarities between the Buddhist mindset and you could say the yogic mindset. And again, remember, he was a meditating person, so how can you say that wasn't yogic in a certain way? And he did apparently all these ascetic practices prior to his enlightenment. And so the 8 stages of samadhi, as defined by Patanjali, same as the 8 jhanic stages in the Buddhist tradition. The 8 limbs of yoga, same as the Eightfold Path, very, very similar. And they both had their own view of the afflictions, the kleshas, and the virtues. They both talked about the 4 abodes of Brahma, of universal friendship, universal sympathy, joy, and indifference to evil. So a lot of similarities that we're working with there, but the essence is to quiet your mind. All right, so they also have this concept of shunyata, which we think of as emptiness, right? Mind free from all thought forms. And I think the equivalent in the Indian tradition was called Dharma Mega Samadhi, where your insight is such that you go beyond all of the other aspirations and desires that initially propelled you on the path and kept you going for a long time, because those don't seem like anything. They're baubles. You've transcended, you've gone beyond. And this is done by doing what's called samyama. That's a kind of fusion between the object, the act of observation, and the person who is observing. And when they become one, you penetrate into that. And this is part of my fascination with yoga. I would say you fix upon an object and you pursue it until you know as much about it as you possibly can. And that's your goal. And since I don't believe you can master infinity, it's an ever-widening opening into knowledge and deeper knowledge. And then, of course, the practical application of it is how you live your life. If you got a good hit of wisdom, did it change the way that you are with other people? I guess that's the touchstone that lets you know if you're really there or not. Anyway, even though, and we'll get to it in weeks ahead, Sage Yajnavalkya says all you need to do is Nadi Shodhana, the alternate nostril breathing technique, and you don't need any other kriyas. If you do that sufficiently and intensely, you'll get the transmission. But of course, most people don't practice that intensely, so of course they don't get the benefits. Or as like I say, they're experiencing the shallows of samadhi, but not the depths. So we work towards it in a methodical way, because very few people will start with that and do it really intensely. You got to build up. Let's be smart about it. All right. So we're going to start with Ujjayi breathing, open nostril first, and then I'll guide you through a minute or two of holding the breath after the exhale. Then we'll go into interrupted inhale, interrupted exhale with open nostrils. And then after a few cycles of that, we'll go into interrupted inhale, interrupted exhale, but with holding the breath after the exhale. All right? So let's get our stance. Find your firmness. And always we keep reminding you, asana is supposed to be a prerequisite for pranayama, that your body has been toned and tuned to be able to sit for a long time firmly, like a statue, don't even move, and observe everything silently from within. And sometimes that's referred to as asana jaya, the mastery of asana, or the joy that comes from the perfect pose. And then you see the workings that are going on a subtle level. So increase the height of the chest, expand laterally, roll the back armpit forward and up into the front armpit without poking the ribs forward, and then Jalandhara Bandha, drop your chin, close your eyes, and just get a little assessment of where you are today. What are you bringing to the mat? What are you bringing to the practice? And put aside all other thoughts. This is the time, your hour of power, vouchsafed to you. This is going to help you in everything you have to do, give you the strength to maintain your own sense of order amidst chaos, and also give you the strength to help other people. All right, so after your next exhale, allow your navel to move back and slowly start your smooth, soft, quiet inhalation, followed by smooth, soft, quiet exhalation. If you make your breath gross, you'll feel it in the back of your palate. And if you make it quieter, you'll start to feel it in the roof of your mouth. If you make it even quieter, you'll start to feel it right at the tip of your nose. So take your inhale deeply, but softly and noiselessly. Remember, sound is your guide. And exhale, match the exhale to the inhale. So the first few cycles, just getting in touch with yourself, finding your pace. And remember, you're rewiring your nervous system to handle a greater voltage, so be careful. Take your time. There's no rush. And remember, physically, we're breathing, and we can talk about the benefit for the respiration of the body and the various systems that depend upon oxygen being carried with the blood throughout the various organs. But remember, yoga is also talking about what they would call the subtle and the causal bodies, subtler vehicles like nested Russian dolls, right? They're all connected together, but they're made up of finer material elements, you can say. So it gets into something that we guess we'd say is almost invisible or just electromagnetic. But science and physics, the medical profession, do not yet accept the idea of the causal body or the subtle body. But yoga talks to us as if it's axiomatically true, and it's up to us to find out how true it is. All right, so now on your next exhale, we're going to begin the process of the Bahya Kumbhaka. So you inhale your breath, and then you exhale your breath, and you wait. And you begin again. Inhale, and exhale, and hold the breath out for 6, 8, 10 counts, whatever you can. And how do you know what your capacity is? Well, it shouldn't be rebelling inside yourself. And you shouldn't take that next inhale with a snort or a jerk. Again, for the beginning students, feel free to take restorative breaths in between. And although we're doing open nostrils, it's certainly okay in your own practice to practice either with partially closed nostrils on the inhale or partially closed nostrils on the exhale, or both. But I'm not just sharing that. We've done that in other lessons. One of the sutras says that the pranayama is best achieved with the external retention. So watch what it does to emptying out your consciousness and bringing that sense of tranquility to you. Now, as you practice, we're also challenging our own understanding of how does our body work, physical ignorance of our own anatomy, of our own topography, and how the qualities of our own breath are affected by our awareness or lack of awareness of what's going on. That's part of what we're also studying here. And not knowing what's going on, it's a form of ignorance, right? So if you want to minimize the amount of mental dismay that is in your life, pay attention, see what's going on. All right. Now, this next technique, which is the interrupted inhale and exhale, is fantastic for helping with hypertension, lowering your blood pressure, and avoiding the potential of heart attack, kidney failure, or any kind of stroke. So now, after we do the next exhale, take a few restorative breaths. Now I'll talk you through the first one or two, and then you'll be on your own. So now exhale your breath, allow your navel to move back, indicating a new cycle is going to begin. Then breathe in a little bit. Wait. Breathe in a second time. Wait. Breathe in a third time. Wait. And if you got any more left, breathe in again. Wait. Now exhale a little bit. Wait. Exhale again. Wait. Exhale again. Wait. Exhale again. Wait. And begin the process again. Inhale a bit. Wait. Inhale a bit. Wait. Inhale a bit. Wait. One more if you can. Wait. And reverse. Exhale. Stop. Exhale. Stop. Exhale. Stop. Exhale. Stop. And continue in that manner. Now once again, the end of the exhale, if you feel that the inhale comes in with a fit and a start, any kind of spasm or harshness, only do 3 instead of 2. Or don't hold the breath so long. Just hold it for a second, even though it'll just seem like it's a quick sip and pause, sip and pause. Do that until you learn how to adjust the prana yourself. Really important to be your own teacher. Pay attention to the things that feel good. Pay attention to the things that don't feel good. Pleasure is the tie that binds. So it should feel effortless. And continue always to pay attention to postural detail. Gravity is always toppling the spine. This kind of stillness in the body and concentration is required. And you're going to be alert to any changes that need to happen in your musculoskeletal system and then in the nervous system as well. So now we're going to switch, and now at the end of the next Viloma exhale, we're going to hold the breath. So on your next cycle, you breathe in a bit, you wait, you breathe in a bit, you wait, you breathe in a bit, you wait, if you can, breathe in more, you wait, and then you exhale, wait, exhale, wait, exhale, wait, exhale, wait. Now hold the breath out. And begin again. Breathe in a bit. Wait. Again. Wait. Again. Wait. Again. Wait. Exhale. Wait. Exhale. Wait. Exhale. Wait. Exhale. Wait. Hold the breath out. You should feel no sense of suffocation or discomfort at any stage. And continue now on your own. So that's the pattern. No necessity of holding or catching your breath. So remember, always take a few normal breaths between successive rounds. If in any way it doesn't feel comfortable, there's no attempt to push, force, be aggressive here. Always exercise due caution and care as you regulate your breath. All right, so we're going to finish off one more round of inhaling in interrupted manner, exhaling in interrupted manner, and then pausing at the end, always feeling it's your body that's doing the active work and your brain is doing the passive witnessing. All right, when you finish that next cycle, stop, take a few restorative breaths, feeling in your anatomy what's happening, mentally reflecting on what you did, so that you can both repeat the stuff that you know you did well and improve on the stuff where your consciousness has caught you in doing something that can be improved. Then slowly bring the head up on the spine and gently open your eyes. And that's it for today. Go on about your day, make it precious, love as many people as you can, and be free.